This is a Top Sportsman Powerglide from BTE, and today we're going to tear into it. It got the old Nova in the 530s in the 8th mile. So let's dig in and see what it looks like. First I'm going to check my band. So I'm going to loosen that nut. What I'm going to do is actually see where it's at. I haven't adjusted it, so it should be 3.5 turns until it gets tight. So 1, 2, 3. My nut got tight. 3.5. One thing I look for too, right around your filter, see all that trash right around the base of it? Ooh, that's a bunch of trash. That's band material right there and aluminum shavings. So okay. I'm gonna break it loose off this bulkhead too. There's certain bolts you can take out, and it takes the whole valve body out. And if you look under here, you can see the casting. And took that one out. I didn't have to take it out. I've got to get this transfer out of here also. This NPT thread into that, the valve body, if you're doing this, you gotta be real careful, because you will crack it, especially right here where it's really thin. Yeah. First-hand experience with that, trust me. I've already done that. I saw it move. Yep, alright. Go ahead. There's a valve here. Try to pull this up with it. There we go. Come on now, get out of here. Okay, the valve's stuck here for the trans brake. Try to get it out of there. There we go. Keep that spring on it. It's got a spring. This is one of the quick release ones. There's our valve body. Can go through it without taking all this out, so I'm gonna leave all this in here. Do shift linkage stuff. First thing I want to do here is pull the band strut. Check that for being bent. I think it's okay. Got your servo here. This is what applies the brand. Okay, like it broke it off in there, but it didn't. It was tight. Your servo. It's got the dual, so billet aluminum with dual sealing rings. Nice piece. And I dropped the anchor down in the transmission. Dummy. So try to get this one out without dropping. There we go. Be okay, it'll come out when I get everything else out. Alright, there's our pump. Okay, I got a, let me get where you can see. So, there's a bearing right here. Thrust bearing. Should have a race on the pump. Yep. So we keep them together. Now we got our input shaft. This is that Vasco input. Just want to check it for wear, anything abnormal. All looks pretty good. So that's a good thing. You can grab these. There's that unit. Look at these teeth. You got a little bit of pitting on them. Not too bad though. Check all your splines. Got a little wear. It's got the wedding band right here. Call that the wedding band. It just floats around in there. There's my band. Don't look bad. Got some wear on it. I think it's got some more life in it. I want to run that. Okay. Here's our anchor strut, band strut. There. first gear. Bearing. And it's got some shims right there. Set my end plate. So gotta keep all them together. My race is right here. Put that back down. Right there. I'm gonna check on your this right here. Pretty nice piece. Check it for wear. Looks pretty good. Got a little wear. Check my clutches in there. They're still free. See, I put a case savers in this thing, and I've kind of been wanting to check on them, see how they've been doing. The case was pretty much shot, so these case savers, hopefully, are doing their job. It looks like they are. The clutches still are free, so they haven't been binding. That's a good sign. I like checking in on my work, you know? Just put in a good season, and I'm gonna find out what they've been doing now. Snap ring out of there. So I got my air gun here hooked to a valve stem. So I'm gonna use this and try to apply pressure to the circuit, which will hopefully unlock my pressure plate in my intermediate, I think, or the ones in the case. Find out where to put the air. I think it's right here. Alright, that worked. It lifted up the pressure plate that I had drove in there with a block of wood. If you don't know, you know now. And there goes one of my case savers. And there goes another one. But that's what they're designed for. They just slide right in. All these look really good. That's a good sign. Yeah, these are my case savers. This little thin pieces of metal that lock into the lugs of the case. If they've got wear where the trans brake's been engaging, and your clutches. This is your pressure plate, but your clutches lock into there, into the case, and they slide up and down real nice and smooth on this. What happens is they start getting, like in your case is aluminum, these clutches start doing that, and your steels start doing like this and digging into the case, and they get to where they'll bind up because that case, this one had grooves wore into it, so they'll lock over into that groove and they won't come up and down. They just stick. So with these, they'll get over there and they still slide on that hardened steel. So pretty neat. If you got a case in rough shape, It's worth the shot. They work for me. Make some room. It's a really nice pump. It's got a locking valve pins that center it up. So what I'm looking for right here, the signs of wear. It's got a little bit of wear going on. Not too bad. It's got a nice stator tube here too. Looks to be in good shape. Got a seal in pretty bad shape. See my seal right here, it looks like it's rolled up and not really sealing all that good. They stack clutches plumb up to the pressure plate with that. It's like I said, it's got 10 clutches in it. High gear here. Look at that fairing in there. It's got a little copper showing. It looks good to me. Still got a coating on most of it. Got the wear on. These clutches though, I mean, this transmission looks good. I've tore into them before. They look rough. So now I'm pulling out the piston out of the bottom of the case. You have to use a special tool here. Locks into the lugs of the case. The reverse piston is what I'm pulling out. Just got this little retainer ring. All these little springs. I wasn't going to pull this out, but whenever I put air to that piston without that lock ring holding the pressure plate down, it blew it out past the bore. And so now the lip seal rolled up on top of the groove. So I've got to pull it out and check that lip seal. I had to actually get it back down in the bore to be able to push this piston down enough to get this retainer out. So we're gonna look at it good. First you gotta kind of square it up in the bore or it ain't coming out. And then once it's square, you pull a little here, pull a little there, and you know, comes right out. Probably just gonna get like a gasket and seal kit for it. And of course, you know, I wanna check all the clearances and stuff. Make sure that we are still good to go. Now that it's torn down, I want to go deeper into my case savers here. So these things, as you can see, they have taken a beating. I may get some new ones, but they just go right down the lugs of this. And, this, I need to do some more work to it. I need it to slide down in there with those case savers and not bind up, so that I'll go through this again. So here it is, all torn down. We got our dump valve, Vasco input shaft here. Got our 169 high gear, our first gear. Case savers, band. I upgraded this last time. It was busted when I got this transmission. This one's from ATI, billet steel, and this looks good this go around. All the clutches, everything looked good. The bushings all look pretty good. So they got a little sign of little wear, but I think they'll be all right for another season. And so pump looked okay. It's got a little wear on it, right, you know, but you can't feel it. It's just shiny, so there's nothing grabbing. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be all right with that.